first episode of Dinosaur Island. And to start it off, we have a guy that we're going to call Nagy. And a Utyrannus we're naming James. He has been watching the Nagy. And Nagy has just started to eat his food. But as Nagy's doing that, the Utyrannus comes in for the kill. But he makes a sullen sound. And he hears it. So he runs down the hill. But tripping, he falls. And he gets tangled up in the vines. The Utyrannus is coming. He's very close now. But he untangles himself in the vine. But it's too late. The Utyrannus knocks him over and eats him. And starts eating his meal. Now over here we have an Apatosaurus. Just walking, you know. But he does not know of the Ceratosaurus, who is going in for the kill now. Because he's not as stealthy as the Nanotyrannus, he roars. But the Apatosaurus hears him, but doesn't have fast enough reflexes. So the Ceratosaurus jumps on him, pushing him down. We have another meat-eating winner. Okay, Mom, this is your chance to take over. Now we're just over here. The raptor pack is trying to get to the juvenile T-Rex. But they're scared because there are two of them that we're going to call Axe there. So the captain, this guy, roars and runs off, calling the pack to run off as well. And the T-Rex just thinks it's just him, so he roars in, well, at least thinking in victory. Then he hears another roar, which is from the bigger act. So he turns around. So he is surprised, but he goes for the little one to scare off the big one. But then the big one bites his leg. He is forced to go to the big one. He goes for the big one, and the little one bites his arm. Shaking it off, he roars again, hoping that the female T-Rex can hear, and in pain. The female T-Rex has heard, and is walking now. Roars to scare off the Axe. And they run off. Now just don't get them.
Okay, where do I go now?
Just keep on going. These two rejoin. But then, a Barbarinosaurus, I'm guessing, but we're just going to call him Barb. That's a Barb. Walks in. The T-Rex, the female stays in her territory, but the juvenile goes in. The Barbarinosaurus hits it with its head, then he hits her back. Then he jumps. As he's jumping, the T-Rex grabs its neck. Now the T-Rex have their dinner and are safe. Now I can just take over.
Okay.
Now over here we have casual Stegosaurus. But the Stegosaurus does not know. It has two Allosaurus. The one Allosaurus goes in for the kill. Stegosaurus waves his tail. Stegosaurus waves his tail. The Allosaurus, knocking him over, then waving it again to flip him over to the other side. The other Allosaurus is scared now, so he decides not to go for its prey. But then falls down. Going down, he falls. Now he's stuck, and the Triceratops stabs the Allosaurus. And that, my friends, is how you beat 2 Allosauruses. Over here we have a Tarbosaurus and an Iguanodon. Tarbosaurus is trying to stay away from the thumbs on the Iguanodon, but the Iguanodon is keeping him away from him. But then, over here, this guy that we're just going to call Hammerhead runs in and rams him. Now let's put that in slow-mo. So, he is killed. And over here by the we have a Rajasaurus. Part of sleep. There he is. Rajasaurus. Walking through Death's Lane. That's Death Lanes. And there's, this guy that we're just going to call Weirdhead. I forgot his name. Flapping his wings, trying to keep him away. It works and works for a very long time. And then he knocks it over. And using his toe claws, he slashes the Rajasaurus, making blood, and then flies off. Hoping, when he slashes the blood, hoping that 2 bigger dinosaurs come in for the kill. They do. 2 Suchomimus attack the poor, dead Rajasaur, who decided, kind of his fault, because he went into death path. It kind of has a name. Now over here we're gonna call him Minisaurus. Well, let's just call him Mini Sauropod, and that's Carnotaurus. Does look like the over there guy, Ceratosaurus, but no, this is Carnotaurus. And over here, get them. There's 2 Diplodocus and 1 Spinosaurus watching them. But over by the Carnotaurus and Mini Sauropod, the Carnotaurus goes in for the strike, missing, and the Mini Sauropod uses its strong head to knock the Carnotaurus down. But then over here, this guy knocks the Tarbosaur onto the Spinosaurus. The Spinosaurus looks over, and instead of the Diplodocus being his meal, the poor Tarbosaur that died from the blow of Big Head. Now over here we have a young juvenile Allosaurus and a Giganotosaurus. The Giganotosaurus thinks Allosaurus has no chance. Well, guess what? We don't know. But you'll learn in like a minute. So, the Allosaurus goes in, knocking the jaws of the Giganotosaurus. He kind of gets wobbly. And then as he's wobbly, he knocks down the Allosaurus with his huge tail. The Allosaurus is now down. But the Allosaurus has a new prey. The juvenile Brachiosaurus, not the male. Male decides that the juvenile can go alone. And the male tries to get over to where the Spinosaurus is eating. But he does not know that there is an Allosaurus. And the Allosaurus attacks. But but as he's going, he misses and then bites again on the neck, throwing it down. There it is. A kill. So that's pretty crazy. And we have a Spinosaurus that, never mind. Don't care about him. So we're gonna walk through the grasslands. And here we have the Utyrannus stalking this juvenile Diplodocus, who is not as lucky as the other one, because Diplodocus are born in the forest, and giant Diplodocus can't even go in there. So yeah, so they have to find their own herd, and he isn't as lucky as him. So that's what happens. And then over here we have, stand up, stupid. Okay, two Dilophosauruses that are stalking him. Dun-dun-dun. The one Dilophosaurus goes in, the colorful one. Dun-dun-dun. But once you think the Diplodocus is dead, you're wrong. He crushes his backbone, killing him with his feet. The other Dilophosaurus is scared because of his wound. This would be even easier than it was to kill the unwounded one. 2 wounds, actually. See? Those are the white spots. He lost a finger and an arm, so he leaves. This is Utyrannus' chance. So, with this chance, he doesn't. That's flipping him over and attacking the poor little Diplodocus. Now, these Diplodocus are very common for things like axe, Utyrannus, Dilophosaurus, and things like that size. So that's the end of our video. Well, that was actually shorter than I thought, but okay. But on next episode, we will find out if this Spinosaurus that I showed you and then said don't care about, well, if he ends up mating with the other one that you saw. Well, that's it. That's the end of Jurassic Island. Woo! And I know it's a dinosaur island in the beginning, so